EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut. And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A first down carry by Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Block on the give. It's Lindsay. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, it's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Lindsey, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Back deep is Tavon Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 62 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
on the option. Here's Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Elliott. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Clock now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. On the counter, Lindsey. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Watch the twist, watch the top, bro. Chopper. 36 to watch the crook.
Block working out of the gun. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down Broncos as Locke finds Judy. From the gun, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Ready. 60 out. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Mike's 50. Exit. Ready.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Locke. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And McManus able to put it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Here we go. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got you. I got you.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. You actually lose some of the smaller running backs, and all of them confirmed that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt.
Caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, tight. Check. Check it, Henry.
On the counter, Elliott. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Quit talking about it.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On play action, Locke. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 22, Mike, 22. Stay with your man. Mike, 22, he's coming. 22's coming.
Throwing again. Locke. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike, 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You got nothing in there. You got nothing.
Now Locke again. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run with Lindsey. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
You think you gonna get this? Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
From the gun, Locke. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Push him back. Watch the eye. General, Max. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready?
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Empty. 44, Mike, 44. No. Check 9, check 9.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
36.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
H3, 2, 18. Chop. 36 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll make it third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. To throw it is Lock. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
44, Mike, 44.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete. It's Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46.
Mike 54. Check.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, watch out. Check right, 54. Attack. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Watch the curve.
Block off a play action. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Chopper. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
66.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. By 7, let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's let up.
Clock will try again on second down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Now Locke. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
44, 44, Mike, 44. Drop the pass, here we go,
On first down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Let's go, D. Switch.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On 1st down, Locke. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Check 26, check 26. Check, crouch, crouch, crouch.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap. Kill, 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 kill.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Let's get it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball right here. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Get that quarterback.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
44, 44, Mike's 44. Touchdown, defense. Bobo to Mike. Mike's Bobo. There we go, there we go.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Zeke going to get it on the option. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. This is Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20.
They should have put a
And
stamp
this is
on
going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On the option, here's Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
In his end zone, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now Locke. Flushed out right. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Locke to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. To throw is Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. One final try for Locke. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Kansas City, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Denver, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.